Hey everyone, hello. Nice to see you all tonight. Thanks for commenting already. Looking forward to the discussion tonight. Yeah. 2 years on from my Model 3. Still love it. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all doing well. Good to see you all. Alrighty. Start indeed. Well, hi there everyone. Very nice to see you all. Hope things are well in your part of the world. And things are sort of returning to normal, hopefully, for some of you. Certainly, hopefully, for us here in New South Wales in the next few weeks, we'll get back to some sort of normality. But for now, we're still in lockdown. But nice to see you all in the chat here, and thanks for commenting already. If you're watching live, of course, feel free to leave a comment in the chat box. Tell me where you're watching from, whether you own a Tesla, or whether you're thinking of buying one. If you're watching on replay, hello, thanks for watching, and leave the same comment as well in the comment section there. Love to hear from you. Tonight's topic is, I love my Tesla Model 3, but... ... Of course, we all love our Model 3. I guess that's why you're here. Either you love it or you are loving the idea of owning one. And I'm sure you've seen lots of videos and comments and trolled all the posts through social media. But I guess the aim of tonight is to basically to help the potential owner and the new owner to decide whether a Tesla is suitable for them in their lives, whether an EV is the right decision. And for those of you who know my channel, of course, I'm a big Tesla fan, but I also like to be transparent. I like to basically, warts and all, tell everyone what it's like to own a Tesla, the reality of owning an electric vehicle in Australia. Don't want to hide anything. So tonight that's what it's about. Lay it all out on me, on everyone, so that everyone's transparent tonight, figuratively. And you know, if there's an issue that even you're concerned about with your car, or a potential issue you might have seen, watching YouTube or looking at comments, if you're thinking of buying one, then put it out here tonight as well. We can hopefully get through it tonight as a community. And if I don't know the answer, I'm sure someone else will as well in the comments. I have learned a lot in these live streams, and hopefully you have as well in the last few weeks. I'll continue to do them because I am learning a lot from them. Hopefully you are as well. Thanks those of you who are joining us, who have just joined us. I'll get it out. And tell me where you're watching from in the live comments. If you're watching on replay, do the same thing. Do you own a Tesla or an EV, or you're thinking of buying one? Do you own any other renewable products? And why did you choose, or why are you considering an EV? Like, as I said before, tonight's topic is I love my Tesla Model 3, but ... And it's an opportunity to basically lay it out for everyone in the comments to talk about issues that we might have had with our Tesla. Anything from the initial delivery process, the order, the invoicing, all the way through to the first few weeks, to months, to driving, to charging, everything is on the table. Whatever you want to talk about tonight is the night. It's just full-on engagement. I've got nothing planned. We're just going to chat tonight. We're just going to talk about it tonight. A few housekeeping issues first to start with. If you want to support the channel, feel free to do so by purchasing a super chat message or a sticker. I would really appreciate that to keep this channel independent, of course. And if you want to ask a question tonight on camera, feel free to do so. I'll leave a link in the description or the chat box here for you right now, and that is the StreamYard link for tonight. You don't have to use the camera. You can just have a mic if you want. If you've really got a pressing question, as I said, if you just want to ask a super chat question or a message, then you can leave a super chat message. Of course, that would help support the channel, and thank you very much if you are thinking of doing that tonight. All right, well, let's get through a few comments to start with, and let's see. We've got Tesla Fanatic. Hey, Tesla Fanatic. Hey, Tom. Thanks for doing the live streams during lockdown. I really enjoy them and look forward to each one. Oh, thank you very much. That's a very nice comment, and that will certainly keep me going with these live streams. So I appreciate all your support there in Tesla world, around Australia, around the world, wherever you're watching from. Got Stephen Martin Della Costa, says buongiorno a tutti. I assume that's Italian, Stephen, for welcome, I guess, everyone. So yeah, thanks for that comment. Gaffer says hello. And Adam Gill's got a question here. I'll just get through these, Adam, first, and then I'll come back to your comment once we get into the actual content of tonight's chat. Stephen says, Tom, you are my mentor. Wish I knew you and about solar electricity 20 years ago. Wow, that's a very flattering remark there, Stephen. I certainly am no guru, but I'm glad I can be of assistance tonight. So thank you very much for joining us. Greg says, hi. Hello, Greg. Nice to see you again. And we've got George. George says, how is everyone tonight? Yes, very well. Thanks, George. Thanks for joining us. Jonathan Davies, good evening, everyone. Hello. Paula Lapardi says, hello, Tom. Hello. Gary says, good evening from Toowoomba. Miss T Blue is sheltering from an approaching storms. Yes, we've got some storms tonight in Sydney as well. Some pretty vicious hail that I've seen around Sydney as well tonight, indeed. All right, we've got Michael Hudson saying hello. Tesla Taz, hello Tesla Taz from Tasmania. G'day Tom, hello there. And Feifei says, good evening Tom and everyone. Hey Feifei, nice to see you. All right, and Tesla Taz says, nice lightning bolt. I have the same behind me. Yeah, I love it. I'm glad you like it as well. Okay, well, we've got a caller already. Let's get Michael on. Oh, whoa, hello. Before we do that, I just want to say thank you to, where is it? We've got Jonathan Davies. Oh my goodness, Jonathan has pledged $30.99 for tonight's chat. Wow, Jonathan, that's extremely generous of you. He says, put my deposit on a Model 3 long range this week. Hopefully delivery next week or so. Thanks, Tom, for the videos. They helped make my choice easy. Wow, that is very kind of you, Jonathan. I'm glad my videos have helped you make that decision. And congratulations on putting a deposit on a Model 3 long range this week. And delivery next week, that's incredibly quick. Wow, that's pretty good. I guess, is it one of the inventory cars in Sydney or in Australia? I hope so. That's incredibly quick if it is. So you are more than welcome, Jonathan. I'm glad our videos have helped, and I'll certainly keep doing them if they're helping you and others around the world, certainly around Australia, to make a decision on buying a Model 3. So thank you very much, Jonathan, for that very, very generous donation there. All right, we've got a caller at the moment, and let's have a look. Let's get Michael Hudson on right now. Let's see whether we can put him on the stream. Here we go. Whoop, let's take that off and put Michael on. Hello, Michael. How are you tonight?
Great, thanks. And how are you?
Very well. Thanks for joining us. Where are you watching from, by the way?
Perth, WA.
Hey, welcome. All the way from the West Coast. So you are now about 7 o'clock currently, I believe?
Yeah, 7:10. Yep, that's all right. So, all the light's gone now. But, yeah, it's still lovely weather.
Well, that's good. Good to hear. And I think our East Coast weather is improving as well. How can I help you tonight? Have you got a question for us?
Yeah, I just had a question. I'd like to know for yourself or anyone else out there, what's the biggest range differential you've experienced on a trip, i.e., planning versus reality?
Yeah, good question. Yes, that's a really good question. I must say, in Australia, because our weather is generally pretty good, pretty temperate, from what I plan using a Better Route Planner or PlugShare or even Google Maps, it's actually, or even the nav in the Tesla, it's actually pretty accurate because, the weather's most of the time pretty good. Sort of at worst it'd be single digits, but most of the time sort of high 10s, mid 20s when you're driving during the day, and that's kind of where the battery likes to be in that temperature. But I have driven in cold weather in the US. We drove in Colorado about 2 years ago, pre-COVID, when it was like minus 20 Celsius on a highway in Colorado, and the range drops pretty darn quickly, especially if you've got the air conditioning or the heating running to heat the cabin. So just watch out with the weather. But ABRP, a Better Route Planner, does help you with that, to help you with the temperature and payload and number of passengers and all those kind of things. So that I'd highly recommend that site if you want to really get a realistic view. Yeah. Does that help you with your question?
It does. Thank you very much.
More than welcome. Thanks, Michael. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Cheers.
Thanks, Michael. That's great. Great question, by the way. And if you've got any other solutions or suggestions for Michael, certainly leave that in the comments section. All right, let's get through some of the earlier comments tonight. Noel earlier on said, seats are okay. Not really comfortable for a tall person. I'm 6'1". Okay, that's good to know. I'm only 5'9", so I'm more than comfortable in my Tesla Model 3. See what you guys think about that, if height is an issue for you guys. We'll get to Adam's question now. Adam says, hello, Tom. Everyone else watching, I have a question I want to throw out there to the community. I love my Tesla, but does anyone else in the Model 3 have a very strange clunk sound coming from the driver's side front row every now and then while coming to a stop at a roundabout? Would love to know what it is. Thanks, guys. And he's also written driver's side front wheel arch area. I don't recall ever hearing a clunk like that, not at least regularly anyway. No, Adam, I must say, if anyone else has, leave a comment for Adam, but certainly if it happens regularly, I would probably suggest getting a service check. Certainly, yeah. All right, we've got another comment from, let's see, and Greg does say also, Adam, note, but then a lot of driving in Victoria, book a service in the app. Yeah, I tend to agree there. Now, Gary Young has a comment. I would liked to have a bit more visibility in the rear view mirror. Luggage shelf is a bit high for a short fella like myself. Yeah, Gary, I don't know what height you are, but certainly for me, 5'9" with the Model 3 is not too bad. But yeah, I guess I can see your point there. Having that, it is quite high, that shelf, that part. Well, it's not really a parcel shelf because it's not a hatch, but the shelf behind the second row, I know exactly what you mean. So yeah, good point there. Stephen also says, updated my home internet to Eero Mesh Wi-Fi just today, and Tom's channel is working much faster now compared to before. That's good. I'm glad there's less lag and latency. We've got a Orbi Mesh Wi-Fi, which works well for us too. Gaffer asks, have you ever noticed how much more aware you are of storms and incoming weather since you got your Tesla? Yeah, I guess so. Well, more so because we've got our Powerwall too, actually. You've got the Storm Watch function too with the Powerwall too. Not that I've ever seen that too often, so obviously I don't get too many storms that are bad. Yeah. George Pritchard says, I've seen you've changed things around. Yes, I've got a few goodies behind me here. This sign is courtesy of evsc.com.au. I purchased that one, so that was, I think, $50, but I quite like it. It's quite pretty there. And yeah, a couple of things here on the shelf just to mix things up. I quite like that light there. That's pretty cool. You know what I really want to do is, I'm not condoning any treasure hunting, but I would love to find a Tesla supercharger sign, like a red sign that they've got at superchargers. I mean, don't rip it down for me. Not condoning that, but if you can, someone design one or something, I would put it up, replace some of these posters here. But yeah, that's what I really want to do. Yeah, Fei, yep, Pac-Man Ghost, yeah, I like that one. Got that for a Christmas present a couple of years ago. All right, let's see, is there, Tesla Test says to love the new display. Thank you very much more lit, thank you. All right, we've got, Mick Molloy says Model S door handles, yes, that's the original pre-2016 door handles. Yeah, I've got the same cars as you, Mick Molloy. And yeah, I've had a couple of them changed already, so not so much an issue with Model 3, but Model S has been an issue, yeah. K-Max says, watching from Queanbeyan in New South Wales. Hello there. Nice to see you. Ang Pang from Melbourne. Hello there. Anita says, picked up our Tesla this afternoon. Congratulations. What did you get? Did you get a SR Plus long range performance? Let us know. Congratulations. Welcome to the gang. Greg says, paint quality is bad. Well, I guess if you look carefully, my repairer at Chatswood Prestige, George, tells me to look at the edges of the paint, and also our detailer as well at Lane Cove, Frank, he tells us look at the edges of the paint of the panels and of the frunk, for example. Lift it up, look at the edge of the frunk, and you'll see, like, especially with the red, you can see it's a little bit dark, a little bit black on the edge. So it's bad on the edge, but I don't know. I've never really checked the paint quality of any car that closely, but I'll have to have a look at another car, I guess. Paul is from Sawtell. Hello, Paul. Nice to see you tonight. Scott. Hey, Scott. Nice to see you. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Do people want that in a Tesla? I think Hansho has got a front dash instrument cluster accessory. I'm going to be reviewing that too, by the way, once I'm allowed to. Lockdown. Ang Pang, good question. We ask that probably every week, hey, don't we, guys? When will Model Y arrive here? Don't know. 2 weeks. 2 weeks, give or take. Greg says, expect software crashes. You know what? With my MCU1 with my Model S, I had to reset fairly often, but with the 3, it's pretty stable, I gotta say. I've only resetted it maybe do it once a month at the most. It's pretty stable, I gotta say. Maybe when a new update comes on, every now and then I might have to reset, but hey, it's a computer, right? Did you try turning it on and off, I guess? Side cameras don't work in the dark? Oh, okay, yeah, true. That's true. I guess there's no lights there, right? So it's a lighting issue. I guess they could probably software turn the gain up or some kind of background adjustment. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, yeah, Tesla is answering Scott's question about Apple CarPlay Android. Not particularly. Tesla's system is better than both, but would be good to have certain features implemented, in my opinion. Yeah, yep, good point. What would you like to see implemented there, Tesla Taz? Like some apps, maybe? I mean, there's texting now on the new, or on the infotainment now as well. Don't know, maybe playing music, but you can do that as well, I guess, through the music system. Yeah, let us know, anyone else, what you'd like to see implemented in the infotainment system. Hector from Perth, come on, Cybertruck, yeah, good point there. Everyone else has just joined us, welcome. We are talking, we love our Tesla Model 3s, but ... being very transparent tonight and just laying it out there for potential and new owners. I'm all about transparency with Model 3 and Teslas in general. I want people to know what it's about, the good and the bad. I think it's important when you buy a Tesla, when you want to, put out $65,000, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000, $95,000 for a car. You really want to know everything about the car, the ins and outs. And this is a great forum for that. I think we've got some genuine owners, tonight, and we're here to help you if you're in the market for looking for one. And if this is popular, we'll do it again. Like, we'll just keep doing it because I want to be as transparent as I can about owning a Tesla. And then, owners can tell you whether it's true or not, or how they've overcome it. Or even myself, I'll do the same. So yeah, that's what we're about tonight. I love my Tesla, but, ... Why? What else has gone wrong? How have you overcome it? And some more housekeeping stuff, guys. If you just joined us, leave a comment. Tell me where you're watching from, whether you own a Tesla, whether you're thinking about buying one. And to help support the channel, like Jonathan Davies this evening earlier did for $30. Thank you, Jonathan. You can add a super chat message or a sticker in the comments down below there, right near the text field. And if you want to come on the camera tonight, come on the stream, ask a question. You don't have to come on camera. You can just use your mic without the vision like Michael did today. Then, yeah, please do so. I will leave a link here in the chat box for you right now. There we go. And we're more than happy to answer your question or talk to you on the stream there. All right, let's keep going with the comments here. Let's see if there's anything else. Yep, Scott asks, again, heads-up display in the Tesla. Yeah, some people do wonder whether the Tesla should have one. Again, Hansho has got an accessory aftermarket which you can install. I'll probably do a video once I'm able to as well, as I said earlier. So yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about heads-up display in your cars? Like, do you wish if you've come from a heads-up display car, like I know a lot of the cars these days do have one. Do you miss it in your Tesla? You know, what should Tesla install one? I personally don't mind not having one. I mean, the screen is like, the vision is so close to your line of sight, or you're in your periphery, you can see the speedo pretty clearly. So to me, it's not an issue really, not at all. Hey Keith from Narrabeen, nice to see you. Louise has a Model 3 Performance. Yeah, I love it. Well done, Louise. Thanks for joining us. Gaffer says, here's a great point. I love my Tesla Model 3, but not having a spare tire is a worry. Had one flat so far, and Tesla service was great, but I had to wait 1.5 hours for them to come from Sydney to Wollongong. Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. That is sometimes a bit of a sticking point, and possibly even a deal breaker for some people who are looking to buy a Tesla. Our cars don't come with spare tires for flat tires. I've had one situation where I had to call out a third-party tire change person type thing. I did call Tesla at 7 p.m. at night in Sydney, but all they could offer at the time was a tow truck, which I didn't really need or want. So I'd called a third-party place. I think it was called Tires World or something like that. A gentleman came out with a truck within an hour and to my place. Lucky he was at home, by the way. And they changed it pretty quickly on the spot. I didn't have actually the hockey pucks at the time to change it, but he knew what he was doing. He put it basically at the right spot anyway, and he lifted up hydraulically. Just a quick point, by the way, if you own a Tesla Model S with or an X with a suspension, adjustable suspension, just be careful to put it on, I think it's on jack mode, so the suspension doesn't correct itself when it's elevated. Just a note for anyone else. So thanks, Jaffa. That's a good point there. I do have a tire repair kit, which I keep in the boot of the car, which I have never used. It's really only for dire emergencies. Just letting you know. Expect a long wait for repairs if something goes wrong, especially now with COVID. Good point. We did have to wait for a new bumper last year when we had got rear-ended. It wasn't too long. I think it was like a month maybe. And it was not just Tesla, it was across the board, the repairer told me. So I think it's just a parts issue around the world currently with the way things are. So yeah, but good point, Greg. Thank you for that. Paul Shuttleworth, just received my Model 3 SR Plus 3 days ago and super impressed. However, when I hit the trunk, it's very loud. Is that normal? When I hit the trunk, it's very loud. Do you mean the powered trunk, the powered boot? May need to clarify that one. If I've got any other comments down here, no. Okay, well yeah. If you're talking about the powered trunk, it shouldn't be too loud. I would have thought there is a soft close to it, not super soft, but it does make a little bit of noise. But yeah, I think so. Anyone else help Paul out there with the 2021 Model 3? That'd be good, because we've only got the 2019 Model 3, so ours is not powered anyway. Here we go. Adam Gill says, yeah, back to his question about the noise in his wheel. Thanks, Greg. Only a few weeks old in Victoria too. A few things come up online about flexing of metal from battery cover. Might have to take to service center. Yeah, I would suggest maybe just getting a service call out to you guys. Bryson, I finally made it this week. Hey, Bryson, thanks for joining us. Good to have you. Yeah, Tesla test in response to Gaffer's question about the spare tire. That seems annoying. Would there be any third-party spare wheels at all for Model 3? I mean, you could certainly carry a wheel in the boot of your car. If you don't use your boot for much, then sure, you can buy like a, what do you call them, space saver wheels. So that's an option, certainly. And then carry a jack with you as well. Yep. Scott asks, Powerwall 2 might go storm mode, Tom. Yeah, good point, Scott. I remember you did show me a picture of your storm mode a few months ago. Yeah, I'll check it later tonight whether it's gone into storm mode. I think we're expecting our storm tomorrow, possibly. There was a brief flash of rain earlier today in our area, but I didn't see storm mode go on. All right, MT. Hi, Tom. What do you think about Tesla scrapping the referral supercharger kilometer bonus? Yes, for those of you who don't know, there used to be a referral program where if you use someone's referral code, they get 1,500 kilometers, as you do as well. And they've scrapped that, actually, because, well, I guess it's unsustainable, really, to give that many kilometers out. And it's a good sign. I think demand is good. Demand is healthy. People know about Teslas now. It just things like that can't last forever. So I'm very grateful for all my kilometers. So thank you guys and girls who've used my code over the years. I've got enough to get to the moon and back probably, literally. But hey, maybe we can exchange them for SpaceX miles. But what I was looking forward to was there was meant to be a draw every month for a Model Y and then every quarter for a Roadster 2020. Yeah, but that's cool. I mean, I think it's a good thing that Tesla's got that much demand now, and I mean they kind of left the door open. If you read the wording on the app, it says for now it's been shut. So who knows? Maybe there'll be a new program later on. Whatever. I think it's a good thing. Maybe it'll be like a Flybuys or frequent flyer or credit card reward scheme where you can exchange the miles for things. Who knows? But yeah, I'm not too fussed for now, MT. But good question there. Thank you. So now, how can I send you some money? Like Jonathan Davies sent $31 using my PayPal. Is that a thing? I mean, I kind of feel, I don't know, leaving up my PayPal in the comments or even in the description for people to send money. I mean, it's nice of you to support me, I suppose. I'll think about it. I guess through YouTube it's a bit more official, but I just feel like, anyway, I'll have a think about it, Stephen. Yes, maybe send me an email if you like. I know other channels do it. I just feel uneasy about doing that for now. I appreciate all your support. I just don't want to feel like I'm asking for money, I guess, all the time through the channel. But thank you, Stephen. I much appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, Gaffer says, back to the question about the tyre. The options are a puncture repair kit. Tom has one, I think. Yes, I do. One of those super skinny temp replacements. Yes, certainly we touched on that as well. Thank you. Yes, Anita said we ordered our Tesla Model 3 on Saturday and picked it up today. We're in Brisbane. Very easy and quick process. Yeah, that's good to know, actually. And I must emphasize the word quick. They are quick with the delivery process, for sure. I think like they're in 10 to 15 minute appointments. So you must be aware of that if you're new to Tesla. The delivery process is very quick, and I believe during lockdowns or during outbreaks, it's almost touchless. So I think the rep's not even anywhere near you. You just sit in your car and they give you a call and they talk you through the process. So yeah, that's very quick. It's about 15 minutes, I think. And if you are being with someone who's a seasoned Tesla owner, and we were like in and out in like 5 minutes. It was basically, I shouldn't say sign, but it was like whatever, click on the iPad, get in the car. We drove off. That was it. But yeah, I mean, I would personally probably just check the paint really quickly, and then the wheels, especially the rims, if they've been scratched or the paint's been scratched where the tires go over from delivery. That's probably worth checking before you drive out, because it's a bit harder to prove. Everything else on the screen on the inside, I think it's easy enough to make a service appointment later on. Fei, hey Fei, I can see you're super excited about your car, and that's good to see. Absolutely loving it. Supercharged for the first time yesterday. My goodness, the speed of charging amazed me. Yeah, it's actually pretty quick, I gotta say. Especially if you've got family with you, you just want to duck out and you want to bring the kids to the toilet, get something to eat or drink on a road trip. That's about half an hour for me personally. For a young family, I think that'll get you to 80-90% on most cars anyway. So yeah, I tend to agree with you. All right. Yep, Louise is talking about when Michael was on earlier, and the Model 3 estimates the battery percentage for our trips pretty spot on. I've got to agree, that's pretty accurate, I've got to say. Okay, Max is asking, what is the difference between inventory or order? Okay, so inventory is basically if the car's already in the being delivered, it's already in the dock or wherever in the showroom. That's inventory. You don't get to choose obviously because the car's here. Order is basically a custom order from the US or from, well, not US now, but it's from China, from Shanghai, China. So that's the difference between inventory and order. And Greg is talking about the service in the app. It's pretty seamless. I have to agree. Slick service book time and add description. Very simple. I tend to agree. There was Tesla did cop some slack about service earlier on, but I think now it's pretty good. It's very simple and they're very good. Sometimes if you live in an area like in a big city, they might even come out to you as well, which is really useful. All right, so MC's talking about the brake hold. Okay, that's what you're talking about, Adam. So, yeah, I guess if you're not used to it, a brake hold, by the way, is if you, in our cars, I guess in a lot of cars these days, if you hang onto the brake, or there might be a button in the car in other cars, and then the car will sit and brake at a traffic light or whatever, where you let go of your brake. So that's what brake is. Maybe that's the noise you're talking about. Yeah, good point there. Okay, so Matt Burke is. We were talking about this earlier with height. So he's 6'5". So that's one. Oh boy, dug myself in the hole here. Is that 2 meters yet? You have to help me out, Matt. 6'5" is very comfortable. Took me 2 days to find ideal setting. Just played around. Yeah, okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. For taller folk out there. Feifei is asking, how much does a service cost and what do they do actually? Well, for most things are under warranty at the moment if your car is less than 4 years old. So it shouldn't cost you anything except for maybe if you want to change the filter, that's going to cost you. But for service costs, it's free. And in fact, there's no scheduled servicing to maintain your warranty for Teslas. Just putting it out there for new and potential owners. So there you go. Back to that question. Do you need to service your Model 3 like other electric cars? Nope, nada. You don't have to do that at all. Only if there's a problem, you don't have to service to keep your warranty. Again, how often does everyone service their Model 3s? I don't. We just don't, unless there's an issue. Just do okay, and Stephen says, Tesla car community is so supportive of each other. You don't hear Toyota Camry or Mazda CX-5 owners eagerly asking each other questions about their cars. Yeah, that's true. I never was not that interested when we had a CX-5 before the Tesla. That's a good point. Maybe we just don't know about it. Maybe we haven't joined those Facebook groups. Who knows? Feifei, they fill windscreen wiper fluid. Yeah, there's not much to do in a service, by the way, so that's why they don't offer it anymore. Empty says you can buy the supercharger signs from Etsy. Okay, I'll have to have a look. I think they're have to find a good one. Hey, someone who's made one. Paul says I live on the mid-north coast, New South Wales, and would like to know how I get a list of Tesla accredited mechanics, as I need to install mudguards on my new Tesla. Yes, so there are Tesla approved body shops around. So have a look at the Tesla website and look up Tesla approved body shops, certainly some in the capital cities and probably around near you as well. We have a caller. I believe a frequent caller has called up again tonight, so let's get her on right now. Hello, Kaza.
Yeah, hi Tom, how are ya?
I'm really well, thanks. Thanks for joining us. How's things?
Oh, yeah, really good. I heard you talking about the button the other night.
Oh, yes, our FSD button, which unfortunately we don't get in Australia. But what do you want to know about it?
Well, Dazza likes to press buttons, quite a lot actually. He's like, as soon as he gets home from work, all he wants to do is press the button.
Are you talking about the same thing here, the buttons in the cars, or something else?
Oh, well, we don't have a Tesla, so it's definitely on the button in the car. Yeah.
Okay. I see what you're getting at now. Okay, thank you, Kaza. Thanks for the call. And keep enjoying those buttons, eh?
All right, bye.
Okay, bye now. Kaza. Thanks, Kaza, for that. I think Kaza needs to look at the numbers that she's calling for our channel there, but thanks for joining us, Kaza. Not the same button. Yes, Paul says there was a period in summer when a software bug stopped cabin overheat protection in Model 3. Since there is no official bug list, I had no idea if Tesla was aware of it, let alone working on it. Yeah, it wasn't actually listed. I remember that software bug, actually. It lasted probably about a month, maybe? Well, not even that. Maybe a few weeks. Seemed like longer because it was so hot. But yeah, no issues now. Those things do crop up. It's a computer, right? So bugs do come up, and they do fix it pretty quickly, I've got to say. With each build. Dennis, do you think price rise tomorrow being October 1? I don't think so. I'll look out for it though. I think they're trying to keep it under the New South Wales whatchamacallit, stamp duty rebate and the $3,000 rebate as well. So I don't think so. I think if anything they'll keep it stable. Yep. The only software crashes I get, Gaffer says, is usually from the entertainment system. It can be flaky. Yeah, that's true. You just reset it usually. All right, here's a good question. I want to get my rear window tinted, but I've heard there are issues with cracking due to the heat retention. What is the consensus on this? I've heard that as well, actually. If anyone else has got their windows tinted, particularly our more experienced owners, whether you've had an issue over the summer. I've read that in forums. I haven't seen any in real life or heard of any people having that. So yeah, we haven't had our windows tinted at all. I mean, the sun, even in summer, it's not actually that hot, to be honest. I think it's already sort of tinted anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong. K-Mac, when do you believe the next decent update will arrive as opposed to these bug fixes that we seem to be getting of late? Great question. I think the next big update will be FSD Beta, I believe, if we ever do get it here. Seems unlikely. In the US, the FSD Beta button did drop last week, and if you look at Teslafy, in fact, all of the updates only came to US cars, not even Canadian or other European countries, so I'd like to see it next year, but it could be any time late next year to beyond, really. So sorry, K-Mac. It's not looking good in Australia, unfortunately. Let's see, any other questions and comments here? So many questions and comments. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate this. If you've just joined us, by the way, make sure you leave a comment. We're talking Teslas tonight, what we love about them, but ... So yeah, I might, because it's so popular with the questions and comments, we might even do a second one in a few weeks' time. But that's great that you guys have got so many questions and comments. That's so good to see. All right, so Rick Savasio says, my Model 3 had a slight dimple on the door on delivery day. We think of it as a beauty spot. Yeah, it's probably due to, I guess, the transportation off the ship, I guess. That's why, I guess, I do always say, if you do a quick check on delivery day, just have a look at the paint job and the wheel rims. They're probably the big two. Just have a walk around and have a look. But yeah, if you like it, it's a beauty spot, sure. It's got character now, right? Yeah. Hey, Kevin, nice to see you again from Lakeland, Florida. Hello, Kevin. How much, Bryson asks Tesla Tom, how much more do you reckon the Model 3 could drop in price in the future? Well, don't know, Bryson. I think Tesla will always be kind of a luxury brand. I know it's dropped in price in the last couple of years, but I think it's always going to sit, when I say luxury, I mean like premium, not really luxury. Like it's going to sit above possibly the other brands, other EV brands like the Hyundais, the Kias, if Toyota ever get their act together, some of the Chinese makes as well. I think it's going to sit above that group, and I kind of think, dollar for dollar with current indexation, I think this is kind of it. It's always going to be a bit of a stretch for people to get into a Tesla. And look, you get a lot more for your money, I believe anyway. So yeah, I don't think it's going to drop that much more than what we've got now, just personally. Phil, hey Phil, I am from Cairns. I love my Model 3. Although it is fairly heavy, it tends to be a bit bumpy, especially when encountering speed bumps. Yeah, it is a heavy car. I think it's 2 tons, or very close to at least. Bumpy, yeah, it's a hard drive, I guess. Encountering speed bumps, yeah, I guess I'm used to it by now. But some people have said that it is a heavy drive on the main roads and on speed bumps. That's true. Yep, Tesla Taz. Back to my point about what you want to see in the infotainment system. Maybe Waze. Yeah, that's true. I would love to see Waze. I do use that quite a bit in my phone. I have a separate mount for it. Some better audio controls could be okay. Apps and games broadcast to screen from phone. Some other things I can't remember now. Yeah, good point. Maybe like an AirDrop facility to mirror your screen or mirror your phone. That's a really good point, actually. Tadasa asks, how do you find the Model 3 seat comfort? Took delivery a couple of days ago in South Australia. Still haven't found a comfortable setting. Yeah, I'm not too bad. I'm sort of medium build, maybe possibly on the slim side a little bit, but not too slim. But yeah, it's okay. I find it pretty comfortable. 5'9". Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I mean, you can adjust lumbar support still in the driver's seat, so I'm okay for now. But yeah, certainly play around with it. I think you'll get there. Remember to hit that like button. Yeah, thank you, Gaffer. Paul says our Model 3 was delivering by transporter from Sydney. Have a video of our delivery if anyone is interested in seeing it. Yeah, send me an email. I think it's always good to see for people who don't know about the process. Maybe I can show it into a live stream next time. Hey, Feifei got their keyring today. Anya, Feifei, that's great. That's good. Okay, Anita says, love my Tesla, but am concerned re the front bumper for stone chips. Is it worthwhile getting the vinyl wrap? I think it's called PPF. Yes. Well, I'm even thinking about doing a live stream about PPF and detailing for brand new cars. That has certainly come up as a recommendation in the past and on forums. If you are worried about stone chips and if you do a lot of highway driving, yes, certainly can do that. Just maybe, I think they call it a bra, just put like a PPF or protective film around the front of the car. There are some self-healing ceramic coating products out there as well. We have ceramic coated our car. My one regret is I should have done it first day. We got our car. I only did it a year and a bit after delivery, so we had to have some paint correction. But I think if you're worried about that, get it wrapped. To be honest with you, like our car is 30,000 kilometers now, I think thereabouts, and even our S is almost 100,000 kilometers. I don't really see many stone chips at all on the front, so it's up to you. I just personally didn't do it. I don't think it's personally worth it, unless you do a lot of highway driving, I guess, if you're concerned about that. If you're going to PPF, there is a price discrepancy as well. Maybe I will do a live stream on that. Yeah, good point. Thanks, Anita. Thanks for that question. JJ Crypto, Model 3 4 weeks ago. Have a problem with my iPhone and car Bluetooth. Have a friend that has same model phone and car and the same problem, echoes and very quiet for the other person. Good point. Don't ever recall having too much of an issue, not at least long term anyway. Maybe suggest restarting the car and see what happens. There's many issues can be fixed with a restart, for sure. Restart the phone, restart the car, maybe try another phone, then maybe ask for service if it doesn't help. Hey CDV, nice to see you. No HUD, you get used to the speed on the screen pretty quickly. Yep, I must agree with you. Thanks, Rob, for that. Matt says, I never even look at the speedo once I set cruise control to speed limit. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please repeat it?
Siri has caught on. I might just have to close that. Sorry, Siri. Must have said something to trigger it. All right. Back to the point about the bumpiness. Model 3 suspension could be better. Yeah, I guess I'm used to it by now. Does anyone else, Chris asks, does anyone else have an issue with the GPS car position being out by 500 meters or so for the first minutes of driving and then it corrects itself? That happened the other day, actually, just really briefly, but there was like a one-off. That does not happen at all, generally speaking. So no, I don't. Sorry, Chris. Again, might be a restart thing. Greg says rear window is fine to tint. There was some glass issues with the initial Model 3s, but that was fixed in the first few months. Okay, tint away. Good point. Thank you, Greg. Thomas Bombotas says, I would like to have red traffic light detection as part of standard autopilot. It should be an essential safety feature for all Teslas. Yeah, that's true. That feature is only for FSD package currently in Australia. Yeah, that's probably, you never know. It might be standard eventually one day. Good point, though. Yeah. Got to say, sometimes it can be frustrating having that on. You can turn it on and off, by the way, if you've got FSD package in the settings. Matt Burke says, can you cover flats in Tesla service? How far do they travel? I don't know exactly how far, but it's not a huge distance. Like, for example, Wollongong used to have a service tech out there, but they don't anymore. Wollongong's only about 100 odd kilometers from Sydney. So, yeah, I would think that's probably the limit. Because these guys, they just service around the major service centers. So, and cover flats, yeah, I might do a video on that possibly too, or even a live stream on flats, things like that. So thanks, Matt. Good question. Scott says a lot of EVs don't have spare wheel space savers these days, just a tire repair kit and pump. Yeah, that's true. That's not just Tesla, isn't it? Thanks, Scott. Yeah, so Sid EV PPF film pays for itself the first time rocks and gravel hits the car following trucks. Yeah, that's true. If you're following the trucks too closely, Rob. Although one of the FSD beta safety score things now the Tesla are doing is tailgating. So maybe, I guess sometimes it can't be helped. Now I'm being facetious here. That's true. Like I said, if you do a lot of highway driving, major road driving, and there are big trucks on the road, might be worth doing. Yep. Okay. Any other points there? Okay, Tesla has strut sound amplified by the trunk, just surrounding metal that makes them loud. Okay, so you're talking, so an earlier point about the loudness of the trunk or frunk. Yeah, that's a good point there. Yeah, I don't personally feel the loudness of it. Not too much of an issue for me. Yeah, look, again, I'll do another live stream about this and maybe get a guest on for PPF versus ceramic coating. Thank you for that. Okay. Yeah, back on the referrals, it's only worth about $150 for each referral. That's also a good point. It was a nice little gesture, though, wasn't it, when it was around. Yeah, let's keep going here. Yep. Yep, so some comments about PPF being what it is. So it is a film compared to ceramic coating, which is basically that. It's just you can do it yourself, I guess, or do it professionally. Ceramic coating product, rubbing it on the car. I will certainly do a live stream on that. I just lost my place here. Wow, look at all these comments. Incredible. I will just have to scroll through these and find some. Okay, Harvey Jones says, I was surprised how shallow the footwell is in my Model 3 compared to my Golf due to battery under the floor. Could make entry difficult for older folks. Yeah, I guess if you got long legs, nice and tall. I'm okay, of course. Medium height and build. Jonathan says, I'm in Newcastle and they offered a delivery for free from Sydney due to COVID, so I'm very impressed with the COVID safe rules. Yeah, that's true. If you're out of town, then they do deliver. That's a good point. Yes, so Rob explains you can get ceramic coating over PPF. Ceramic coat is like a really hard wax that lasts a year or two. Yep, that's correct. What is a reasonable price for ceramic coating in Sydney? We paid, with paint correction, about $1,000 professionally done in Lane Cove in Sydney. So that is that. Yep, so PPF, Louise got PPF on Model 3. It's the best thing ever. Self-healing, no swirl marks from washing. Just leave it in the sun, easy to clean. Yeah, that is a good point. Ceramic coating does achieve some of that as well. They do have self-healing gel for ceramic coating, but thank you, Louise, for that comment. Yes, Scaffer says you can pay for the app pay for your service via the app as well. It's so true. I love it. It's really good. That app has improved a lot with servicing. Yeah, good point. And I think PPF is, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, maybe 6,000 maybe for the Model 3. Yeah. Let's keep going there. Rob says regular windshield fluid top up is the most of service issues. Yeah, that's why we don't regularly do them. Yeah. Yep. Gaffer says after a few years, check your brake fluid level. You can do that yourself. You might find you need to look at the filter. Yep. Good point. So Louise says it cost her $4,000 as well. Yep. Yeah, I knew it was a few thousand at least for PPF. Just laughing at some comments about Kazza. I'm a bit behind with the chat there, just catching up. Let's keep going. So Louise, back to Louise. I got tinting only on the side windows. You can hear, yeah, we're talking about the cracking in the rear window there before. That's true. Roof glass has infrared and UV tinting. Yes, indeed it does. Any word on Apple Music app coming to the Tesla OS? Not that I've heard of. That would be handy, I guess. In addition to Spotify. Good point. Maybe Prime Music as well. Might as well be inclusive. Pick everyone. What is the update on Cybertruck and when is it coming to Australia? Don't know. I will give a plug to the Cybertruck Facebook group. Sydney EV is one of the operators. So, yep, check that out on Facebook for more information. Not soon, that's all I can say. Okay, we've got one from MT. I love my Tesla Model 3, but the voice control doesn't work very well with Australian accents. I find putting on a North American accent gets me what I wanted originally in the end. Yeah, that's probably true for most voice-activated things, not just the Tesla, but that's a good point there. Gary says, cruise control under self-steering mode doesn't vary with speed limit changes like it used to. Now seems to require my input to slow down or speed up. Was more all automatic before. Doesn't vary speed. It does vary with single lanes, by the way. Last time I checked, not for multi-lane roads. Yeah. Really want V2H or V2G. Most of the V2H. Yeah, I wouldn't mind V2H to be honest with you as well for our Tesla. Someone can help Max out there. Any specialized aftermarket parts stores? I generally just use Amazon for accessories. Sometimes find some good stuff on Facebook as well. Loving the new lighting setup. Thank you very much, Harvey. Thank you very much for noticing. One of the reasons I liked access to CarPlay, my Siri voice detection does way better and it gets Australian places names right. Yeah, we talked about that, didn't we, earlier? About voice activation using Australian accents. Good point. K-Mac, I've had all windows and full roof tinted for just over a year now. No issues whatsoever. Definitely cooler during those hot summer days. Great, K-Mac. That's good to know. Thank you. Yep, so back to the point about the speed control. You can hold the stalk down halfway or touch the speed limit icon on the screen. I use the stalk. I find that a bit safer. Okay, JJ Crypto has new Model 3P with a few issues. Service guy told me that an update will come to the performance model soon that will give it more performance. Ooh, nice. More performance. Even faster. Nice one. What is your phone holder thing? It's Jowa, Jowa. I got that comp just to review, so I use that. It's pretty good. It sort of sticks to the back of the screen and comes around, swivels around, so it's nice, built for Tesla. Scott says the Model 2 might appeal from a price point perspective, even when it's available in the future. Yeah, hopefully that will be under 50 grand. That Model 2, whatever it's called, that would be good. Hey, Ray. Ray says use Waze via Android Auto. Yep. Would be nice. Yeah, that's true. I would like to see Waze native to Tesla. MT says coming from Mazda, missing Siri, HomeKit, garage door control and Waze. So HomeKit, what's it called? HomeLink is available through Tesla. So that's what we've got for our 3. It's very cool. Pressing a button on the screen to open the garage door. I like it. Yep. What else we got here? Afnan, do you like the vegan leather? Rate out of 10. Yeah, I don't mind it. Quite like it actually. 8 or 9 out of 10, to be honest. Hector says 2019 Model 3 selling for the same price as a new 2021 Model 3, but 19 price was 10k or so more, maybe. Would love my Model 3 SR Plus, but Model Y would be better. Fit for pram plus kids. Yeah, the Model Y, we went through that in an earlier video. It's got a huge cargo space and much bigger than the Ioniq 5. So yeah, if you really need the space, the Model Y may be worth waiting for sure. Thanks, Tesla Taz. See you next time. Thank you very much for joining us. Wow, so many comments. Thanks, guys. This is great. Here we go. SR Plus and floor lights are installed but not usable. Okay, yeah, it is a bit dim. I have actually changed them myself to a brighter one, and it's pretty easy to do actually. So yeah, they're not very expensive from Amazon. There's plenty of aftermarket stuff. Most of them work pretty well. So I do recommend that. Maybe even like a puddle light as well. That's pretty cool. The kids love that. Carl, I really like the Hyundai Ioniq 5, still out of my price range. I think, could you do a cost analysis on that? And is the Ioniq 5 more comparable to Model Y or Model 3 in size? I would think the Ioniq is closer to the Model Y. We have done a live stream on that, so check that out. Can't say too much, but I might have an Ioniq 5 video coming up. Watch this space. Yes, there's something coming up in my channel. So yes, we will do a review of the Ioniq 5 very soon. Once I can leave the house. Des, hey Des. Tom, what is your biggest reason for you to consider buying a Model Y other than it being bigger? Yeah, I mean, it's an easy upgrade from a 3. Even our old 2019 3 doesn't have the heat pump. So having a more efficient car with the heat pump would be great. And the space would be very handy for road trips as well. So, and it's higher off the ground, which my wife does like. So that's probably the few biggest issues there for getting a Model Y. Traffic light detection is still buggy, especially when there are two close intersections and you have to manually approve one or it jams on the brakes. Yes, very, very good point, especially in the inner city with lots of traffic lights in between. So that's a good point there. Con says tech size on Model 3, especially for temp, time, battery percentage, should be adjustable, hard for those that normally need reading glasses. Yes, I've heard this many times actually. So yes, that's a really good point. They should be bigger, I reckon, or at least customizable. Good point. Back to our point about service. Tesla is within 80 kilometers of a service center. Road service. We were talking about roadside assistance, right? I was talking about service, like getting a guy out to you to fix your car. They just, I don't know what the limit is. Probably a good point to keep in RMA or something else as well. Yeah. Outback EV. Hey, Richard. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. We get Tesla Ranger text to Alison Darwin about once a year for service. Last guy was flown from Canberra. Wow, look at that. That is amazing service. Nice to see you, Richard. Thanks for joining us. All right. Adrian, if I had the money, I'd buy Model 3. Yeah, it's not cheap, is it? I mean, compared to other cars currently on the road, but it is worth the money. It's good value. Yeah, good bang for buck. Do you have an issue with an inconsistent amount of accelerator press required to confirm? Half the time it doesn't pick it up, then makes the car jerk because too much. Yeah, I generally just use the right stalk to confirm for red traffic light. Confirm red traffic lights. Yep. Are you going to do a test to see how quiet the glass is? Are you talking about the road noise? Could do. I think I did one earlier actually with a 2021 build. So check that out. Yes, you can put ceramic coating on top of PPF. Yes, you can. Sure can. Let's see. Thanks, Feifei. Thanks for joining us. See you later. Let's keep going. Do you have any experience with third-party dash mods for Model 3? Yes, I said we are going to do a review for the Hansho instrument cluster add-on soon. I promise it's coming. I'd actually like a rear windscreen wiper. I wouldn't mind if it was a laser. Pew pew. Does Model Y have a rear windscreen wiper? I would have thought so. It's an SUV. Good point. What do you think of Rapture Coat on Cybertruck? Oh, I'm going to plead my ignorance here, Ray. I'm not sure what you mean, Rapture Coat. I'll look that up, sorry. I'll get back to you on that one. Seeing that Kane and Pia are on, I'll have to scroll through later. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. What an honor. If you want to come on, yeah, definitely. Hey, Whitman, I took delivery of my Model 3 SR Plus last Wednesday. Hey, congratulations, well done. Louise says, I find the voice control fantastic compared to my previous cars. Yeah. Couldn't find how to turn the wipers off while driving. Told the car to turn them off. Yeah, that's true. You can do that. Hey, Mark. Window wipers come on when it's dry. Yeah, occasionally it does. Not occasionally. Very seldom. But it has done so. Hector says brake fluid should be replaced and flushed every few years. It sucks in moisture and rusts out the cylinders and pistons. All cars, not just Tesla. Good point. Louise says the same thing. Regen braking does help. Yep. Have you ever accidentally triggered the Sentry mode alarm? I have not actually. And the rock music plays? No, I haven't done that yet. Maybe I should do a test. I've noticed that every time I go to my car, I've had to reconnect my iPhone to Bluetooth for music. Is there a fix for this? There is like a set priority for the phone, I think, in the settings. Maybe a reset. Reset fixes a lot of things. Has anyone received Ioniq 5 yet? Not officially, I don't think, Max. How do I get Siri to work like in a normal car? You mean on your phone? There's no Siri in the Tesla, but I suppose if you mount your phone, you can use it. I think there are only 400 Ioniq 5s coming. Yes, that's very true. Greg says, we are at the cusp of the world going EV. There will be a heap of new models and advancements in the next 2 to 5 years. With the Model 3 being so cut down and sparse, what could Tesla do for the next gen revision 2? FSD beta. Yeah, it's already pretty minimalistic, right? So it's just software tweaks, I think, for now. Probably more apps would be nice, Greg, for sure. Tesla Model S long range or Mercedes EQS, both same price. Yeah, they're both about 140, I think, aren't they? Yeah. Haven't actually driven the Mercedes EQS yet. Wouldn't mind having a look. Is the 4680 worth waiting for? Ooh, good question. Don't know. That's not gonna be for a while, right? Might be maybe next year or year after. I wonder if Hawaii will get them. Probably not. I think it's coming from Shanghai. I wouldn't have thought so. Well, guys, I've just got to the end of the comments. Wow, and it's 1 hour. So, hey Ray, Deb and I got approved for a $70,000 loan. Congratulations! I'm waiting for Model Y to go live to see if we can afford SR with FSD and hope not to spend more than $8,000 more. I think Model Y will be close. It should come under 75, maybe 80, under 80 at least. Yeah, for the SR anyway, for sure. Hopefully we'll get the pricing soon. I mean, I would love to see the configurator open for sure. Contact Andy Bruce. Hi Tom, I note that my wife has trouble accessing the car with her phone even though she has been added. Just make sure that she's one of the locks in under locks in these settings there. Make sure her phone is as a lock. Otherwise, a reset might help as well. Reset the phone, reset the car. Check with another phone. Might be the phone, possibly. If it's an older phone. Thanks, Avnan. Thanks for joining us. This is a really good question, Jonathan. I might do a live stream on this as well. Good question. Very controversial. Hey, Tesla Tom, can you organize a side-by-side test of a Fremont 3 SR Plus and a China SR Plus at supercharging station to highlight how much faster the China LFP SR Plus is 10 to 20 to 100%. Ooh, that's a good test, actually. Yeah, I think I know where I can do that test once we get out of lockdown. That's a good idea. Thank you. I'll get on to that. Cheapest Tesla Model S is $171,000 at the moment. All right, guys. Well, we might finish it there. That's all for tonight. We might do another one of these. There was a lot to get through, and I think maybe we'll do it every now and then with new issues coming up, just to help potential owners and new owners, just to sort out some issues they might have that hopefully ourselves, we and other experienced owners might be able to help you. I know it's hard to know, isn't it, with software sometimes, whether it's your car or not. But that's why it's good having a community like this to chat about issues like that. That way you don't feel like you're going crazy. But thanks so much, guys, for joining us, and thank you again to Jonathan Davies for that super comment. I really appreciate that. $30, much appreciated. And thank you, Michael, for coming on earlier as a guest too for a question. We'll do this every week, by the way. Every Thursday we'll do another topic, and we'll aim all these towards new owners, potential owners. Good to have a lot of these experienced owners on too, guys. Thank you so much. All your input is fantastic, and it really helps the channel as well, helps engagement, so really appreciate that. As I roll the credits here, we'll see you next week back on the channel. Hopefully, with the restrictions being eased, I can do some more driving and some more reviews of other things around town. But otherwise, hope you're all staying safe wherever you are in this world. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you next time. Bye now.